Hello there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to I Found This Paper, Poetic License. I got a flyer for it. To my Poetic License Poetry Open Mic, which is 3:30 to 5:30 Central Standard Time, if you weren't aware. I hope everybody is doing well. I do not know if we should do 2 or 3 poems. If we do 3, I will do a short one for the third one, like a little Twitter length poems for the last of them. Okay. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone has been vaccinated, or feel like going with the company line, the governmental line, and do what you're told and take a drug. I don't know, but
I've been Pfizer twice.
I've been Moderna twice, and then I lost my button. And then I'm like, John, where's your button? And he's like, oh, here it is. And I'm like, oh, you ripped the edges. And he's like, no, I accidentally put it in the wash. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe we should shellac at this or something and have it work and stay. I don't know. But, we still have these buttons. Yeah, whatever. Yay, yippee. Glad that everyone is, hey, she's got a science mask. What does that say underneath your science mask, Lorna? I cannot read it. Everybody, she's muted, so
science, what?
Voting matters. Voting matters.
Voting matters. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. I was.
If we want to follow the science, we should really wait till 80% are vaccinated. Then we'll all be safe.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
Yep. Well, good point.
Well, I'm going to be wearing the mask for my lesson, which I have to go to in the middle of this always,
Oh, all right.
Because they're still wearing their masks, the Koreans.
Should I put you earlier on the list, Lorna, in case you want to be able to go around for a rotation, or what time do you have to leave?
It's always 5 o'clock.
So. Oh, 5 o'clock, so just a half hour, so you'd make for the one round. I think John signaled at 3, and I said I'll make the third one be a short one. I thought I would share with you poems from different places. The first thing I was going to do is share with you a poem, just one, from cc&d's June 2020 issue book, which is titled Falling. This is actually the 28-year anniversary issue. And I do this for cc&d because the first one was in June, and I've done themes. Oh, it's a copper theme, and oftentimes in the 28 years, the stone to give is amethyst, and the flower is orchid. So I have a combo of them on the cover. In case anybody could see them or not, I have no idea. But I thought I'd share with you one short poem from this book, and let's see what I've got here. This one is titled. Haha, I'll be like a Tom here. I've got my husband's reading glasses. I'm going to have to put my husband's reading glasses on. But they're not as wiry. They're not as wiry as yours. But this one is titled Uncharted Land. And it was written on the 23rd of June, on the Cold War day that the Antarctic Treaty first came into force. So this is about Antarctica. So this is called Uncharted Land. We have lived in this uncharted land for millennia. Our whales slide with ease through our southern ocean. Our penguins porpoise throughout our waters, sharing lichen with the seals, basking in the southern pole sun. Only in the past 150 years did you arrive, and we learned the first thing humans bring is death. You docked ships, slaughtered our whales, used blubber for oil, and thought that we were a never-ending resource. You don't realize that you brought 12 species here to the brink of extinction, and you can't see the harm in what you do. So when your 2 biggest bullies threaten to blow all of your humanity to extinction, someone realized that they had to draw the line and not use this land for your own selfish, self-destructive needs. Because believe it or not, as you destroy yourselves, so you also destroy so much more along with you. The first step to creating peace was the underlying premise of what we represent. Demilitarize when here. Don't allow the antagonism on this land. And the next thing you know, you're holding hands, growing together. Short little one-page one, Uncharted Land. Is a representation for June, so you got that one for you. I hope you enjoyed that one. Then I was going to find a new one. So why don't I find, what do I have? Aha! This is, I can't tell you what this one's about. I have no idea. It is called Every Heartbeat. My past and my future have been shattered in fractional fragments of moonlight, where my burnt offerings are my only remains. You do not realize what I've given you, and you do not know the thousands of lives we have lived intertwined. Throughout existence, I have inhaled you, breathing you in deeply, from your purity to your toxicity, into this collective conscience, making my brain shake with every heartbeat, until I realize that I am everything from Athena to Medusa. For too many years, I have fought this battle, waited for you to open Pandora's box. I have waited for you to finally understand, to take my hand and join me. That's that one for you. And now I'm going to find on my phone a short little piece here, a Twitter length poem, I think, because I've been trying to write, I wrote poems for every element of the periodic table, and then I thought, wait, I should write Twitter length ones. Somebody suggested it to me, and I won a contest from a national science magazine with one of them, which was cool. So I've decided to try to do this with all of them, and they're all very scientific, and you have to cram as much as you can into just enough characters for a tweet. So this one is gadolinium. Save us from our mistakes. And I can explain it more to you if it doesn't make sense as I'm going through this. Protector walls post-nuclear Chernobyl were porous, let water in. Oops. But that's good. When sub-reactor room 305/2 was fisting, radioactive uranium and plutonium fission reactions were actually slowed by water. Now, with better seals and no more water, gadolinium must now sop up pesky neutrons. Whenever I find stories like this, I've got to find ways to share them, and I'll put them on Instagram feeds or whatever, and I have a tiny little picture of a bomb which looks nothing like Chernobyl, but it just kind of worked for the thing. So, but whenever I find articles like this, I'm like, I've got to be able to share this. Can I share it in just so many characters? So I hope that was cool with everyone. I'm going to say the entire list once, and then I will say the poet that is next, as well as the poet following them, so they can get ready. Of course, after me, as always, is John F. McMullen, then Louise, Therese, Tom, Susan, Lorna, and Michael. So you know your order, John.